Hey guys, Dan from Trading with Dan here. I had a question from somebody who wanted me to show them how to actually go do the process of connecting the signals from TradingView to the actual 3Commas bot. And yeah, this was a bit tricky the first few times I did it. And there were a few things I sort of like had to work out and iron out on the way, which took me a bit longer. So I'm going to do a video. Yeah, for the person that asked, and then obviously anyone else who needs some help with this. I try and make it as quick as I can. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pick a different chart that I don't necessarily use for DMT. Let's go for a 1 minute chart, because then we could potentially. I don't think we're gonna get any signals straight away, but it doesn't matter because I'll be able to show you how it works. So we've got this 1 minute chart. We want to set a signal for every time. I mean, you just do the same process for buy and sell. So we're going to set a signal for buy. So what we're going to do is we are going to first set up the bot in 3Commas that we are going to that this buy signal is going to activate. So if we go here into 3Commas, so if we go into the dashboard, and then is it the dashboard? Yep, create a bot. We're going to create a bot. We are going to call this bot the Bitmex BTC test long. Yeah, test long. That's fine. We know it's a test. I will just link it to this exchange for the time being. We just won't put a large trade size in just in case it does trigger. So with that is my exchange. I've got two exchanges, two Bitmexes. One I use for the short trades, one I use for the long trades. So we're going to connect to that long trade because it's a long bot. And here we're gonna select the pair that we're gonna use, the pair, and it's this one here. So it's the XBT. So basically this is the Bitcoin USD perpetual contract. I mean, you can these will be all the Bitmex contracts that are on here. But yeah, we're using that one. So again, instead of the short, we're going for the long strategy. I'll just change this base order size. That's fine, because that's fine for the test purposes. Yep, and then the safety order size, I don't actually use the safety orders. I just want to market buy at the price when it's hopefully got momentum. So it doesn't really matter what you have here, because I would have it set to 0 safety orders. So it doesn't matter what the size is. It's not going to take any safety orders. So the start order type, there's limit or market. I mean, you can put limit, but you may not get filled. And then seeing as we are trying to buy sort of breakouts, for me it just has to be a market order. Fair enough, you pay more fees, but you might not get filled, or you might not get filled. The market will run away with you. So and the leverage type, you can either set it to cross, you can set it to custom, and then say 10x, and that's as long as obviously your liquidation price is going to be further away than your stop. It doesn't really matter what actually your leverage is for this, as long as obviously you've got the funds and you're trading the right size base order size for the size of your account. So here, this is the deal start condition. So this is what deal start means, what's going to trigger the bot. And obviously we were having a long bot through TradingView, so to trigger that bot will be the long signal on the DMT on the TradingView. So we are going to change this to TradingView custom signal, because that will be what starts the bot. And the first thing, I mean, there are instructions here. So if we click onto here for the instructions, so to use the custom TradingView signal, you should choose the trade start condition as TradingView custom signal when creating or editing your bot. That's what we just did then. And then on the TradingView website, this is the first thing that you need to know. On the TradingView website, you should go to your profile settings, and SMS email is this email here. So you copy this email, copy that email and paste it in. So let me show you where that is on your TradingView. So here's the TradingView. You go onto your profiles. Here's your profile. So like if I came off this, if say I was on markets here, I'd click onto my name up there, click onto profile, and then click onto settings, and then down here look, SMS email that's where you put in the iCommas email. So that's that. So that goes there, and then the rest of this I'll show you after we've done the bot, because it makes more sense to show you then. So yep, so then we can put our take profit as whatever you want to take profit as, decide if you want a trailing profit or not. I do use a trading profit, so I have that higher, I have the trading profit at 1.25 or maybe 1.5. We can have a stop loss at like say 2%, and then obviously we're going to close that deal. Should not be left in the safety order 20. Yeah, sorry, because we've got safety order counts here. Change that to 0, so no safety orders. So and then obviously then we at 2% will be a stop loss that we can use. What it meant was if we had 20 safety orders, with the safety orders activating at a certain amount of percentage of increments, there would have been safety orders placed below what the 2% stop loss level. That's why I was saying we couldn't do that. So obviously as soon as you change that to 0, it doesn't matter. Stop loss timeout, I don't actually use that, but what it is say you've got a an order in to buy. Say you're like buying, say you're doing not the sort of trading that I will try and do with DMT, which is like the breakouts. Say you just want to say average into a position, so you have your order, or you want to like buy on a dip. So you basically put your order in for let's say $8,000. Say we're trading at 8,400. You have a 1% stop, but you're hoping to catch a spike down from 8,400 to $8,000. So what you will do is, well, you don't have to do this, but then say we do spike it down to $8,000, but then we actually go to 7,900 in one quick spike and then wick back up. So wick down and then straight back up. You can set a stop loss timeout. So for when you enter the trade, like you can, it's in minutes. So if you click on, it's in minutes, in seconds, sorry. I think you can change it to minutes, so it's in seconds. So you can put it to like, say, if you want it for 10 minutes, you could say put 600 seconds. So what that would mean was your 2% will only be triggered after 10 minutes. So you can go to 8,000, the price, and go to 7,900, 7,800, and then you won't be triggered on your stop loss. That would be say at 2% below until after 10 minutes. So if the price is still 10 minutes after under your stop loss, then you will then trigger. But obviously if it is under 2%, it's going to trigger after the 10 minutes if that's what you set it for, and you could potentially be getting a worse price. But if it spikes down and goes straight back up, or within 10 minutes, then you're not going to get stopped out. But yes, so I went a bit of a tangent explaining that to you. And the trading stop loss is pretty obvious what a trading stop loss is. You fit on, then you have it will just go up as your market goes. As the market goes up, your stop loss will go up with the market. So say you've got a stop loss at 2%, your trade goes 1% on side, your stop loss is then 2% lower than the 1%, so it's now a 1% loss. Your stop loss will be set at, and then if your trade goes to 2% profit, your stop loss and then will be 2% lower than 2%, which will be 0, so your stop loss will be break even. But I actually used the take profit and then a trading deviation on the take profit and then just a flat out stop loss without a trading. So yeah, that's that. So like I said, we don't need the safety orders and we don't need the advanced settings. So we've got everything set up on the bot. So just a quick recap. That's the exchange, that's the name of the bot, so I know what the bot's called when I go to my bots. That's the exchange the bot's on. That's the pair that we're using, Bitcoin USD. It's a long bot. That's the size of the order we want it to open, want it to market open. Leverage type 10%, 10 times leverage, sorry. Deal start condition, TradingView custom signal, take profit 1%, trading deviation, I mean we'll just put it 1, and then we'll put target profit 4%. For the sake of an example. Stop loss 2%, stop loss timeout off, trading stop loss off, no safety trade, and that's it. So now we click create bot. So now we've got this bot successfully done. I mean, we can now click start. Obviously we haven't got anything from TradingView yet to actually activate the bot, any signals that will come through, but we can click start for the time being. The bot's turned on, although it's not receiving any signals. So now we've got the bot turned on. This is how we the next part of the video is going to be how we get the bot to activate from the TradingView signal. So we'll go over to TradingView. So here we've got the 1 minute DMT chart. we are gonna set, so basically we've got to set an alert. So we set an alert here. Sorry, that's not setting alert, that's just my alert. Setting alert. So we create an alert on this chart here, because whatever chart you've got open will be the chart that you open the alert on. So the condition is going to be the DMT auto bot, because that's what we want it to trigger. And then if you click here, we're going to trigger it on the long trade. So if you're doing the short bot, you click down to the short trade, but we actually want to trigger on long, which will be when it says buy. Long means buy, basically. Buy is long. So long, that's the condition. Also about the condition, you can have it only once, or you can have it, I have it on only once. So what that means is once my bot has fired off, I enter the trade. Whatever happens with the trade happens with the trade, and then I have to restart the bot. So I'll get a notification, the trade will go on. I mean, hopefully I'll see it, then it will do its thing. It will either reach its profit, or it'll hit a stop, or it'll still be open if it's not done either of those. And then what will happen is my trade, so this is my long bot here, my actual long bot I've got active now. If I click pause, do you really want to stop the alert? So yeah. So what will happen is when the trade triggers, this will then go to red, saying, because it's only triggering once. So then the alert will then turn off. So then when I come back onto my TradingView or check my position or check what's going on, then we'll have to restart that bot. So I just go onto here and click restart, so that bot will be on again. So this is the amount of times that this alert will be created per obviously per buy signal. So the expiration date, I have one of the higher levels of TradingView, but I don't have the highest one that allows me to have non-expiring thingy, so non-expiring expiration time. So it's not a problem. All you do is click, I think you can have like 2 months in advance. So here's is it 2 months? Yeah, 2 months. So click on that. So that's the longest anyway. You can always change that. So you can notify an app, show pop up, show email if you want. So that'll go to your email address. But the main thing is the send email to SMS. So you've got to have this checked, because this is where we are communicating. This is where we're communicating with 3Commas. So this is where in our settings where we had their email address, where we send it through to, the one just here, signals at robot.3, that we're sending it to here. So this, sorry, which one are we on? Oh, here we go, yeah. So the message that we send here is then going to get sent to that signals. So we have to then go back to the bot. This is the only bit that's a little bit complicated. Go back to the bot. These are the messages that you need to basically send. So the message deal start signal. So this is the one we want. So this will be the deal start signal. So we copy this whole message here. We go back over to our TradingView, and then instead of where it says long, that's just the default, we post in this entire message here. So that's done. Right, so then obviously we clicked on send email to SMS. We're on the right condition. We've got the long because we want the long bot. The only once. We've got it open-ended, notifying up. I mean, you don't have to have these notified. The only main one you need, I mean, it's obviously good to have the show pop-up on your screen. But yeah, the one you need to have to make it function is to send email to SMS and then hit create. So then the bot will turn up here. It's telling you what pair it's on, what time frame it's on, and then obviously the message is the message. So what will happen now, when this clicks, this is currently in a buy on the 1 minute chart DMT, so it will have to cross under this line, under here, the buy line, which will then turn the market into a sell like this, and then we'll then have to recross to a buy forwards then to then get the buy signal. But when it does that, that will trigger the bot, that will send that message to our bot, won't send it to our bot, it will send it to 3Commas, and obviously this is the bot ID, the email, this is how they know what bot they're firing, what bot is firing up, and obviously this relates to your bots that you have set up. So yeah, so that will basically start the trade, and then what you will have for the rest of the trade is the stop loss and the the take profit settings that we did set, so the ones that we've set here, the take profit target, etc. So I have mentioned how we basically have a message to close order at market price. So then what we can then do again, we can go over to our 1 minute chart again. We can then set another alert. So we're going to set another alert. There it is. There's the alert. So this time this is going to be the alert that I told you shuts the trade even if it's not at the 2% loss, but we flip over to a sell. So we're gonna have to change the condition to DMT. We're gonna change it to a sell. So when it goes to a sell, only once. No, we can't have open-ended still. I haven't upgraded in the time I've been talking to you, so just put it on for the longest. Again, send email to SMS, and then the message we want to put in is this one: message to close order at market price, or message to close deal. Or message to close deal at market price to stop bot. That's what we'll go for. So we'll click onto this one. I mean, all these they do pretty much a similar thing. Obviously this will close all the deals at market price. That will close order at market price if you've got an order in. That's the cancel deal. I'm not sure exactly. Message to cancel all bots and deals and stop bots. So that will stop all your bots. Cancel all active deals. Message to stop bot. Message to start bot. But yeah, we're not basically stopping or starting the bot. We're closing the position. So we're gonna go for the message to close all deals. To close the deal at market price. To close order at market price. Let's close order. To close order. It'll close all deals on that bot. So we select this one. So close all the deals on that bot. We will then go through to here. We'll paste that. We'll get rid of the default short. Paste that into there. Create the bot. So now what we've got is we could be in a buy trade. I mean, we click to sell now, so we could potentially click to buy if we go above here. So we've basically clicked a buy. We basically say, for example, we click to buy. We don't get to our stop loss, but we do cross over to a sell before we hit the stop loss, and that will then close the trade before we hit the 2% loss. So you don't necessarily have to do that. You could just leave it at the 2%. You never know. You might hit the sell, but the market might then go up. You might not hit the 2%. I mean, trading is trading. You don't know what necessarily is going to happen. So I mean, I hope that does explain things, explain how you do it. That literally is step by step everything you need to do to automate these bots. So now you've obviously got these correct signals that are being sent from TradingView to control the bot. And then so that's that. Any other questions? Anything else you need to know? Then just let me know. Obviously I don't want these bots on now, so I'm going to delete them. So I'm going to delete that one. And I'm going to delete that one. And then I'm also going to go onto my TradingView, to my bots here, not my TradingView, my 3Commas, my dashboard. Where's my bots? DCA bots, my bots. And then the test one we did should be on here. The test long, and I'm actually going to delete that bot because I don't want it. I was just using it to show you guys. And then everything's back to what it was, and hopefully that helps you guys set up your own bots. Right, cheers. So the disclaimer, the mandatory disclaimer, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is purely for educational purposes. Only trade with money you can afford to lose. Don't trading's high risk. Etc. So that disclaimer is also in the description. So I hope this video helps, and thanks for listening, guys.